What up, world? It's your boy Top Dog, aka Anthony Fry, also known as. Coming to you from the Windy City. Today is Wealth Wednesday. We're going to be continuing our speaker series on a wide range of topics. We're looking to blow this up and have participation eventually from others, maybe some callers coming in. So we want to grow this page. So all of those under the sound of my voice, if you're watching this, hit that subscribe button, like, share, all of that good stuff. We just want to get this information out for those of us that are thinking on this wavelength and riding the same frequency. So on my last video, I gave a prelude into what I was going to be talking about on this video. And it's something that I came across reading The 10X Effect by Grant Cardone. And he said something that struck me profound and in the right place to receive that information, because if I were a younger man and had heard that information, it probably would have went right over my head. But being that I'm on the quest and the search for a higher level of understanding, and on this road for just great levels of progress, it caught me at the right time. And this is what he said. He said, nothing happens to us. Things only happen because of us. Because of us. Now, as I stated before, and I'm going to state it again, these videos are for the red pillars, the red pill individuals, not the blue. You got to be ready to swallow the red pill to go on this particular journey that I'm going on. This is higher levels of understanding, right? So for the blue pill people watching that's going to go over your head. You're going to be like, man, what is he talking about? But let's talk about it. Let's break it down. Nothing happens to us. They only happen because of us. So in other words, life is all about a series of decisions that we make. Good, bad, or indifferent. And when he brought the subject matter up, he said, which I also agree with, that you have people in this world, mostly unsuccessful, that every time something happens to them, they're searching high and low, trying to find out or trying to find somebody to point the finger at. And usually it's like this. But what that statement says is everything that happens in your life, good, bad, or indifferent, happens because of me, happens because of the decisions I make, right? So many people want to take credit for the good things that happen in their life. They'll point the fingers in this way when good things happen, but when bad things happen, this is what they do. Here's a statement that I want you to realize and I want you to remember. Nothing successful can happen in your life with you doing this. Nothing successful can go on in your life, I'm going to say that again, with you doing this. You have to internalize those things, good, bad, or indifferent. It's easy to say, do this when you winning and something good happens in your life, but it's very hard. It's very hard when something goes wrong and then you start pointing at this. Oh, that couldn't have been me. Yes, everything that happens in your life is a result of a decision you made or something you did. We all know people in life that love to play the victim. Whether remotely in your direct family, we all know people that just play the victim. Oh, well, so-and-so did this. so-and-so did that. And they'll even go as far as, oh, well, God's going to fix it. God's going to do this. God's going to do that. Keep on waiting. Self-evaluation is an important part of life, guys. You got to self-evaluate. You got to look at yourself. Do some deep dive. Do a deep dive into yourself and ask yourself, what did I do? Or what could I have done to make that situation better? Everybody has to come out of a situation mostly bad now, because people are not going to ask themselves that question when something good happened to it. When something good happens to them. But when something bad happens to you, the first thing you need to be doing is examining self. What did I do? Because you know what? If you don't do that, you're going to repeat that mistake again and again and again and again until, as my brothers say, until you learn that lesson that you were supposed to learn. You're going to be in a spiral. The quicker you learn that lesson and learn what led you to that bad event, the quicker you can get out of it, and the chances decrease on you ever having to go through that again. But if every time something happens to you, you're going out looking for somebody to blame, you're going to be successful in every area of life. On your job, at school, in relationships, whatever you seek to conquer, you're going to be unsuccessful. This is the first key in solving life's problems that come your way. Retrospection. I'm going to look at myself. I'm going to go do a deep dive within myself. And then what you're going to find, if you're doing it right, if you did a good job at it, you'll understand that problem a whole lot better. It's just a fact of life. So it depends on whether you want to be successful or unsuccessful. You want to be unsuccessful? Keep doing what you're doing. Keep blaming others for your problems. Keep looking for something to drop. Keep waiting for some magic formula to fall out of the sky to solve your problems for you. Keep doing that. Keep doing it. Keep doing that. And you're going to stay on the same track, going right around, jogging in place. And what do we call that, guys? That's insanity. Doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting a different result. By definition, that's what that is. And you're gonna stay on that track, and you're gonna never find. You're gonna stay there. You're not gonna have an exit. You're not gonna realize the commonality and all of that mess that's going on in your life is you. You're the greatest common factor in all of it. You're not gonna be able to get out of that hamster wheel. You're just going to keep running on that hamster wheel. So again, nothing happens to us, but rather because of us. You make a decision to do something stupid and you get caught up and you're looking for somebody to blame. No, you decided to make the dumb decision that got you into that predicament that you're in. Own up to it. The quicker you own up to it, the quicker you can correct that and never make that a mistake again. You'll do it when good things happen. Why won't we do it in the bad? So again, these videos are made for like-minded individuals that are willing to open up that third eye, man. Use the tool between your two shoulders. Think your way out. Read your way out. Study. Show yourself approved. Stop waiting for a magic formula to drop out of the sky and fall on your lap. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. If you're not moving, you're in direct contradiction to the universe. Everything in the universe moves. without stopping. So why would you stand still? Why would you not continually move? Why would you not continually motivate yourself if nobody else is motivating you? Look deep down inside of yourself and ask yourself, what am I doing about my current situation? And this, as the saying goes, where a man's heart is, there lies his treasure. Right? So you could take account and you could sum up, you know what I'm saying? If your life is in a certain situation, you could sum it up why that's happening to you. If you took self-accountability, you could sum it up and say, hey, I don't read. I don't read no books. All I do is sit home all day and watch Love and Hip Hop and all this other ratchet shit that's poisoning my brain. And then I wonder why I stay in the same cyclical environment that I'm in, because I'm not elevating. I'm not even trying to elevate. Life gonna dictate itself. Okay, well, keep thinking that. Keep thinking that. Keep being an 85%er. Keep being an 85%er. If you took close inventory of your life, you can find out really quick why you're not successful in a certain area. Because I guarantee you, if you're good in it, you're putting the time into it. If you're good at speaking, you're putting time into speaking. If you're good at math, you're putting time into math. If you're good at being a fool, you're putting time into being a fool. My grandmother used to always say this: don't be a fool for your whole life. And she got a lot of great sayings that I like to quote. Don't be a fool your whole life. And I think what she was saying is, she said, you can't be a fool your whole life. That's what she said. You can't be a fool your whole life. So at some point you got to grow up. At some point something got to hit you to say, I'm tired of being a fool. Then she also said, never argue with a fool, because before long you can't tell who's who. Right? Prolific stuff that can help you out. But sticking the topic, when you're looking around and trying to figure out, well, damn, why are certain things going wrong in my life? Because of what you're doing, what you're putting in, the effort that you're putting in. If you're unsuccessful at something, you're not putting enough effort into it. That's period, point blank. So now I hope you got a higher level of understanding about the phrase, nothing happens to us. They only happen because of us. Everything that happens to you, every source of energy that you allow into your world, you let it in. You let it in and you got to deal with it. You're responsible for dealing with it once you let it into your life. Once you let that into your atmosphere, once you let that into your universe, that low level of frequency, you're responsible for it. You're responsible for it. But if you sit down and put your arm around it and tell it to get comfortable, it's going to stay there. It's going to stay there. So I'm going to end this. I'll give a prelude because I really want to talk about this on the next video, is divorcing the church. Why I decided to do so and why I've been free ever since. We're going to talk about that on the next video. The level of freedom that came with divorcing the church and divorcing religion. Not divorcing the spirit, not getting away from being spiritual, because I'm very spiritual. I'm going to remain that way. But religion is a whole nother animal. And we're going to talk about that on the next video. But remember this. Remember these things. Watch what you feed your mind. Watch what you allow to come into your space and the frequency that it brings with it. If it's low vibrations, don't get comfortable with it. Let that ride. Because here's another old proverb: misery loves company. It ain't lonely. It ain't lonely at the bottom. It's many a people. It's many a people sitting at the bottom being miserable, hating on you about what you doing, but not even seeing the work that you putting in, the time that you putting in. They just want to hate because they've made a series of bad decisions, and they don't realize that this is that what's going on in your life is because of you. So until next time, man, when we get together again, peace out, live life, maintain to the fullest. Be grateful for what you have. Be grateful for the fact that you woke up this morning with the activities of your limbs. And until next time, man, this Top Dog, a.k.a. Anthony Fry, signing off. Talk to you guys soon.